Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Crow, and today we're going to be going over a couple tips and tricks that I found really useful in the game Valheim. So without dragging this on, let's get into it. So something in this game that I really wasn't thinking about is the weather. And with rain comes rain damage. You can actually, wood structures take damage from the rain. So my buddy Tim here, he's been out here for a few minutes, and of course it rained a little bit, and we already are seeing some damage on his legs. So just something to kind of keep in mind of, so you don't spend all this time and effort building, things like this, and all that hard work kind of goes to crap when the rain comes. So just something to kind of keep in mind. So real quick, before I forget, something to kind of counteract the rain damage from these things, like I have these chests and stuff here. So you literally put a roof over it and, go figure, it stops the rain from hitting it, stopping the rain damage, right? So just something to kind of keep in mind, which kind of leads me into the next tip here. So stacking chests. For me, I don't know why. Oh my God, there's a chest that's backwards. That's going to piss me off. Anyway, stacking chests. Yeah. So something that I find really useful, and I didn't know how to do it, was you take this little 1x1 floor piece there, and you literally can put it as close to this chest as you possibly can, almost stacking it pretty much on top of it. Place it, come over here to a chest, you place it the right way so it doesn't drive you insane. And I like to push it all the way back to the wall or whatever you're trying to stack these things at, and then bring it forward just a little bit, place it there, and then you can get rid of the floor piece, and now you got this chest that's stacked. So stacking chests, super easy. All right, so this next tip, basically if you're like me and you're really impatient, and especially when you're trying to gather materials and all that, when you're using the smelter, what I like to do is I like to load it up. So 10 out of 10 there, get a bunch of coal, I throw it in on this side, I just load as much as I have, and then I pretty much run back inside my house, and well, I try and go to sleep if there's no enemies nearby, but keep pressing that button, it'll work. Go to sleep. I don't know if you could hear it over me talking, but basically time continues as you're sleeping. Go figure, it's because you're sleeping, right? So in the morning, you'll wake up, and instead of spending 10 minutes trying to go and smelt all this, whatever material you're trying to smelt, it's done within a couple seconds. So super, super quick and efficient. All right, so I don't know how many times and how many of you guys would come across these structures here, these stone structures right out here that kind of look like a boat. So for me, it was driving me nuts, and I try not to watch too many videos on this game because I want things to be a surprise. But just in case you guys are curious and you want to know, they're treasure sites. It's basically a big boat, right? So there's treasure here, and the way that you find it is you look at the map, right? So north is up, and I'm facing kind of like a northeast, right? Never eat soggy waffles, go figure, easy way to remember. So I'm facing like a northeast, right? So that's the front, this is the back of the boat. Basically the way that it works was the northern part of the ship would have the treasure. So I'm going to take my pickaxe here, and let's just start digging and see if we find anything. And since this is going to take forever, I will cut back when I find something. So I may have been lied to, I don't know. This is the bodies were supposed to, or the remains were supposed to be in the back of the boat, so maybe I'm just really dumb. But we're gonna kind of keep on digging and see if I come across anything here. And we finally found it. Bunch of liars. So basically it's the other way. It's not the northern end has it, it's the southern end. But hey, look at that. We got a silver necklace, so that's kind of cool. And some rubies. Or yeah, some rubies. So that's pretty awesome. Let's throw this wood out of here. Cool. So there is treasure here, just a little backwards on where it's actually at. So instead of digging a whole freaking trench like this out in the middle of nowhere, if you just want to find the treasure, go to the southern end of the boat. It'll be fine. So another tip that I got for you guys is that, again, with that map up there in the corner, basically if you want to help kind of navigate that a little bit, you can always press the greater than and less than signs to kind of zoom out, zoom back in, and kind of gives you a bigger picture of what's going on. So again, super simple, very easy to do, but it made my life a lot easier. So as I'm kind of running around, I just kind of wanted to leave you with this little fun fact that my buddy Vice, he kind of gave me when it comes to Vikings. So the word Viking actually used to be a verb. They were called Norsemen, not Vikings. We kind of adapted and made that word into what we would call them, right? But it used to be one of those things where they would go Viking. It's like when they would go raid. Had no idea. Thought that was really, really cool, really interesting. And then I had like another question for him, like, man, I wonder what else we used to do, or what people used to call things back in the day that we kind of adapted. And we started, talking about how Norsemen would go out and raid, and they'd go out and Viking, right? And I'm just like, man, Vice, like, I wonder how they communicated with each other without, sounding out an alarm, basically letting everybody know that they were there to raid. And he would look me dead in the eye, and he just was like, dude, they used Norse code. And this is why nobody watches my videos. Thanks, guys. See ya.